So today we're going to talk about the Jefftron Mosfet 2 and the Mosfet V2 wiring for gel blasters. Well, let me tell you, that's nothing but short of frustrating when it comes down to putting this together. It took a bit of trial and error. These instructions were very vague at the least, and the thing they missed out on, obviously, they didn't mention anything about gel blasters wiring, especially the terminals for your magazine. So the reason why I did this whole upgrade is because the wire was getting hot, and what happened there is I had the terminal that was rusting, and then I had all the wiring that had green through it that is obviously causing oxidation. I'll show you. So this is the wiring that came out of the existing gearbox. As you can see, there's a green tinge to it, and things that happen there on the terminal, if you can see it, the top left hand side is rusting. So it was getting hot, and you can see here as well, green tints to it. It's just rusting away, so that's why the gearbox or the gel blaster was getting hot. So the first symptoms that I got, obviously incorrect, was if you follow this diagram, you will get, when you test the whole system, you will get the magazine motor running constantly without engaging the switch up here. Let's just have a look at this. So we start from the battery terminal. Obviously that's a disconnector that I put in. I put in the 30 amp fuse, and that's a micro fuse with a micro fuse holder coming into the MOSFET. Now the MOSFET's got 4 wires, positive and negative, and 2 signal wires, which they say that it doesn't really matter where the 2 blue wires go, but I think it does. If you wire them incorrectly, your magazine will be running consistently. I had the issue of the magazine running consistently, and also I had the issue of the motor running at the same time. But obviously I was just testing a couple of things out. From there, one of the things that I noticed is there's not enough room in this particular gearbox for the wiring, so I had to change the gauge of this positive wire, otherwise you have a hard time fitting it all into this channel here from the V2 gearbox. But what happened from there, I went to reset all this, and I think I just swapped the wires. Just swap the 2 wires. So if you're getting into that issue, just try to swap in them. But the thing that I done, obviously I tapped onto the top part and not this part for the positive of the terminal of the magazine, and I tapped the negative terminal into the wire that runs to the motor. The negative wire runs into the motor, so I tapped onto it right there. I haven't tapped onto the positive wire going to the motor. I didn't split that, so I just did it there, and this seems to be working for this particular, well, for my gearbox. This seems to be this setup here. Here's a diagram so you can see what's been done. Take a screenshot. The other thing that I want to mention about it is that the wires, I was a bit concerned about the space between. You can see it through there just very slightly. It's just skimming through the motor, but what I've done with that particular area there, I put some araldite, and that's holding on very strong. But that's it. And now, similar scenario will be you will do the same for the Jefftron V2 wiring. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed with the kit, missing parts. Apart from that, I'm gonna trial it next, but I'm pretty confident it will follow the similar steps that we have undertaken from here, so I'll do the same thing. Thanks for watching.